What's going on, guys, and welcome to our brand new weekly show, True to Size, with myself, Alex Vass, and Morgan, aka More Prime, where we're going to be discussing the latest news, views, and reviews from the sneaker community. Essentially, we want to bring you all the behind the scenes looks from the industry and kind of take you through what it is as a business and a brand that we are doing right now.
It's quite nice as well because we come from different backgrounds, right? You like different shoes, I like different shoes, so we'll hopefully give you guys honest opinions on what we think's good at the moment and also like showcase what we're doing just every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be nice to kind of get to grips with the product, not just from ourselves, but other brands as well, and see what people are doing well, people aren't doing so well. Like I said, we are going to give our very honest reviews and views on what we have, so sorry for anybody that gets offended. I suppose the other nice thing is the fact that we're going to be able to take you away with us when we go on our press trips, when we go to our launch parties and things like that. We're going to try and give you as much of a view as possible to what you don't necessarily see, or what you do see in multiple people's 1 minute Instagram stories.
The glitzy stuff.
Yeah, so let's get straight into it, really. I think we have to talk about Puma and their RS-0 collection. Obviously, we were both lucky enough to be sent to Berlin for the launch party a few weeks ago.
Mad launch.
What did you make of it?
So obviously there was very little details around what's going on, right? So we didn't really...
Top secret.
Yeah, so we didn't know what was going on at the time. The launch was for this shoe, but mainly the whole range, right? So this is all bringing back the running system, which is like a late 90s?
I think so, yeah.
I want to say 90s, check me on that. Late 90s running tech system, big for Puma. Obviously they're bringing it back, doing a little NMD spin on it, for like the 2018 consumer, taking the history from the past and bringing it forward. This is the main model. What's your thoughts? It
was all based around the computer shoe, wasn't it? Puma had that computer shoe.
Yes,
years ago, and
which sadly we don't get to see now, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, unless someone can get us a sample of that, please. I think what Puma have done is kind of like dug into their archives and then kind of just remastered some of the stuff that they had. Yeah, like you said, this is the one that we saw exclusively at the event. I'm a big fan of this, man. I really like it. I didn't think I was going to at all, but everything about the shoe I really, really enjoy. I'm a bit confused as to why the only 3M part of the shoe is on the back.
I hate that little lace bit, sorry.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's confusing to me. Something that we were speaking about earlier, we mentioned how the stripe fits perfectly into that. As someone that appreciates the finer details in life, I'm sure that was something that was very encouraging for you.
Very well designed shoe. When I first saw it, I was just like, oh, here's going to be another flash in the pan model. I didn't think it was going to do that well. I tried it on, I wore it with joggers, and it fits the foot really nice. Like, I think it fits very well.
They're so comfortable as well.
Yes.
Like, I didn't anticipate how comfortable they were going to be. So essentially, we got sent to Berlin, took us to this almost kind of like semi-warehouse, semi-like old office building, and yeah, that's where the event was. Inside was
little greenhouses.
Yeah, it was 4 greenhouses which all housed a different shoe.
Collaboration, yeah.
So yeah, there are 4 collaborations coming up in mind with this. There's one from Sega, one from Polaroid. What are the other 2?
Roland and, oh man,
is it Adair? Adair? I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I think you're right. But obviously everyone was talking about the Sonic one, the Sega one. That was the big one. That was a big shoe for the night. Fluffy suede on this model.
They had the Sega system inside where you could play Sonic as well. That was pretty popular throughout the whole night.
Enjoyed that.
By the way, watch out for that shoe. The detailing on it.
And I mashed you at Street Fighter, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. But it's a bit of an unfair fight, to be fair.
It was.
Was it Street Fighter or was it Mortal Kombat? No, I won Mortal Kombat. You won Street Fighter. Yeah. Shout out Scorpion. So, yeah, I mean, the Sega one is mad. Everything about it. Instantly I looked at it and it took me straight back to being a kid. There's everything that you want in the shoe. It was comfortable. It was the materials used. It was like a hairy suede on there.
The rings embroidered on the side.
Yeah, the color scheme, everything about it was perfect from a Puma point of view, and I think they've done a really, really good job. However, that wasn't my favorite out of the 4. My favourite was definitely the Polaroid.
Okay.
And I think
white with the multicolour
tongue.
Yeah.
And I think that was purely down to the tongue.
Okay.
I thought they're going to look so sick on foot. So Puma, if any information you want to give to us in regards to the release of those, please definitely shout me, because they were sick.
Going back to what we were talking about on the comfort as well. I mean, you know, everyone's talking about Boost or React these days. This doesn't have any of that. It's got a foam insole, which is like a cushioned one, right? Still super comfortable. I think sometimes it's nice to have a bit more of a firmer midsole. Sort of need to break it up a little bit.
From a materials point of view, obviously on here we've got tumbled leather.
Oh, the materials are banging.
Yeah,
like, that's straight up. I was like, it's like a, I don't know what's the retail.
£90.
£90.
I think they're
£90 shoe. Really good materials.
But there was a bit that caught my eye, and it was the little bit of leather here, just across the toe box. That took me back to early Hirachi days. That's the last time I remember personally seeing that level.
Tumbled that good, yeah.
Yeah. That was honestly so sleek on foot. Really happy with it.
Rate that.
Always a fan of mesh. Mesh and suede to me is the best combination.
But coming up as well.
Yeah, there aren't many things bad I can say. Well, there isn't anything bad I can say about the shoe.
Apart from this awful
of course. So I think it would be wrong for us to not touch on the current chunky shoe trend, the dad vibe.
You're gonna say dad shoe, aren't you?
Yeah, it's happening. We have to admit that it's happening. It's been happening for a long while. You know, certain silhouettes have been around for a long time, but I feel like the last kind of 12 to 18 months has been peak for the brand.
Peak daddiness.
For the brand, for the trend. But then when you look at what like Nike are doing, now obviously, you know, we've got the M2K Tekno. We definitely have to have a look at that.
What we got here?
Anyone going to give me the shoe or?
Yeah.
Nike M2K Tekno.
Can't get the help these days.
White orange. Now there is also a black version of this. It's got like lime green on the.
But I prefer this one.
On the mini switch there as
well. What's your favourite?
I think when you think dad shoes, you probably do think like that white trainer. So I'd probably say this is my favourite. Although the black does look a bit more smart and sleek than that, I'd say.
So this is based on the Monarch, which is the king of dad shoes. It's really cheap in America. You pick up from like Walmart, places like that. Obviously been taken by the Instagram kids and it's been worn ironically, but has now.
Is it being worn ironically? I don't think it is.
I think
there's genuine love for it.
I think there's love for it, and I think it's kind of like got a cult following. But I also think it's kind of like an anti-fashion. It's like, if you're spending £200-300 on a pair of Yeezys, this is like the £40 but looks just as good with a fit, right?
It's not £40. Disclaimer.
No, yeah, it's not 40. This one's more money.
This is also the shoe that you could argue single-handedly brought Kanye West back to Twitter.
True.
I remember he directly added them with its.
We should go away.
What?
Sorry, that was quiet. Yeah.
With his, it's got. Well, he thinks it's got huge similarities to the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner.
The Monarch came first and probably took influence from.
Yeah.
It would have come from Adidas's back catalog, but you know, it's a grey area, right?
Just touching on Kanye West, the Yeezy line. Obviously, you know, recently you had the Desert Rap 500.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
You know what? It was the easiest Yeezy for me to get, like no trouble at all.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. I've heard that a lot. I've seen it a lot on Instagram.
And I bought it, and it was probably the one Yeezy I sort of feel like, should I take this back to the store? And
really?
That doesn't really happen a lot. When I buy something, I buy it because
it's definitely like it, right? It's definitely like a. I want to say a desired taste, acquired taste.
Acquired taste, right? Yeah.
Desired taste.
Desired taste.
It's definitely an acquired taste. I know people have said it's kind of been a lot more easy to cop than other Yeezy releases. My argument behind that is probably because Yeezy is now being made readily available to everyone. There's a lot more units being produced. I think there was something around like 23,000 units available of the 500.
Which is a lot. But you know what? Like, if you take it back to original like talks around Yeezy, what he said was he wanted everyone to have a pair.
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely.
So I think it's like we're finally getting to that stage where if you want to get a pair of Yeezys, everyone's got a pair now, right? If you really put effort in, you'd either have a Calabasa or you could have a Desert, right? You might not have a 350 or something, but you'll have something from the Easy line.
Yeah.
So he's done what he says he's done. So big ups to him for.
Moving back to the M2K, I love the fact that it's got Tekno in the name. Just think about big fish, little fish. How well do you think this is going to do? Where do you think it sits in the market?
I think it's like, this is the price point, which is the nicest thing for me. I think purchasable. I mean, you're not going to go break the bank when you buy the shoe. It's fashionable, it's on trend, it's got a nice mixture of materials. They're not like, it's not the most premium materials going, but we'll probably see like premium versions come out at a later point.
How do you think it measures up against?
Oh wait, we need, this is my favourite shoe.
Adidas Young One.
Here we go, bring it out. Oh, catch two. So
Thoughts?
I love this shoe.
Why?
Because I had this, like, a few years ago I had this sort of phase where I was like, where can Adidas go next, right? And for me it was always that really weird like 90s tech shoes, you know, silver mesh, and then just slamming like premium materials on it. And when I saw this I was like, yo, did I just did someone like read my brain?
So this obviously got a lot of attention online a few months ago because it's part of the upcoming Dragon Ball Z collab that Adidas are doing, and it's this model, isn't it?
It's actually the best one from the whole pack as well. It's a Freezer, right? A Freezer is the Young One. You're not a Dragon Ball Z fan?
No, sorry. I was always Pokemon over Dragon Ball Z.
Fair enough. But yeah, so this shoe is a beautiful shoe. It is a beautiful shoe. It's got beautiful materials and it's got a beautiful shape. It has the worst name, and I apologise to Adidas if this offends anyone, but the name is, so the original shoe was called the Falcon Dorf. It was based off a little German town where they used to run past. And the original version had like some equipment logo and just a few more details, and didn't have such a refined shape. It's been updated this year. The name's the Young One.
Guys, M2K Tekno, Young One, let us know in the comments below what you prefer, what you would wear, either or none. Personally,
you're gonna go with this. You can't.
I want to say that I would attempt to wear this, but I don't know if I could pull off either of these two.
See, I think this is fashion, and I think this is sneaker collector. See, I think this.
Oh no, this is. But then it also reminds me a lot of the kind of like historical Adidas pieces that we have throughout the years.
It's a really nice area that Adidas are tapping into now. That late 90s period is so good.
One thing I would say though, in terms of the chunky shoe, a brand not to forget about, Puma. Thunder Spectra. That's landing very soon in stores. I know there's been a lot of images floating around online. A lot of people got early pairs and early access to it. But that is a nice shoe. Great colorway. You've got a pair.
Yeah, so I was meant to bring a pair with me today, and I apologise that it's standard Morgan practice. I was running late and I forgot to put them in the bag. But the Puma I think it retails at 110.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice mixture of materials, and I think it's the best shoe that Puma put out in quite a few years. Everyone seems to be talking about it. I really like it, and I'm not really into this trend, and I wear it. So
there are two more colorways that are coming up that I believe. I think they're called the Puma Thunder Electric.
There's a taupe, it's a cream colorway coming, which is quite nice.
Is there an argument that Puma are making currently the best chunky shoes available?
I don't know, if we had them all lined up, I still think I'll go for this. I still think I would, just because of the full nubuck, and it's just that this is more of a 90s trend shoe, and this is like based on the original shoe. I know the Puma's based on the Alexander McQueen, and this is based on the Monarch, but this sort of sticks to the DNA the most, I feel.
If I'm honest, out of the three, again, apologies we don't have the Puma with us.
You could say Puma. Just flash a Puma picture up.
Yeah, if I'm gonna say out of the three, I'd probably, from what I've seen so far, wear the Puma out of the three. In terms of the whole trend itself, I appreciate it. Shout out to all the dads. You do a great job. Salute. But I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I could wear it personally. I do see some people wearing it and it looks fantastic. I do see other people wearing it and I think, oh my word, what are you doing? But that's the beauty of sneakers, you know. It is an acquired taste. Not everything that I like, someone else is going to like, and vice versa. And that's what makes our community so beautiful. But I would definitely say that there are a few styles that are being slept on in terms of the dad shoe and the chunky trend.
I really want to see you with a pair because you're actually a dad as well, so
I am.
Get away with it. So
there goes any potential Tinder matches that I have. Yeah, I'll try a pair on once we get a pair in my size. Unfortunately, I am not a UK 6, so I can't try that one. But yeah, once we get them in my size, I'll try a pair on. They will not look good on me.
Alright guys, wrapping up a little bit now. My man, have you got anything that you're looking forward to this week? Any shoes you fancy?
Not so much this week. I don't know if there's anything I'm directly going to go for. I am really looking forward to the Watermelon Air Max 1s.
Yeah, big shoe.
Big fan of those. I've been waiting a long time for them. And I'm really excited to see what brands are going to do from a footwear point of view for the World Cup.
Okay.
What about yourself?
Well, I'm not a football guy, so that's all on you. I'm looking forward to the Young One. As much as I hate the name, I think the shoe is amazing. Yeah, that's about it at the moment.
Guys, what are you looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. Please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe to Size TV and True to Size, and let us know what you want us to bring to you as well. Nothing is off limits. We want to try and get as much good content to you as possible. So let us know what you want to see and where you want us to go, essentially. And any questions as well you have, make sure you drop them in the comments below again, and we will do our best to answer them next week. But other than that, I've been Alex Vass.
Morgan.
Thank you for watching. See you next week.